Hello, friends. This is Alia Jamal, the Love Coach, and we are meeting for another conversation. And today we are talking about a very, very touchy topic, and that is parents worrying about their kids. Anytime you worry about your child, you're actually hurting them. So we're going to unpack it, why we even worry for them, and then we are going to learn what else can you do. Um, when we look at the way we are conditioned to be a parent, or the way in general the world is conditioned to, show up for each other. When we worry about someone, we make it equal to I love that person, I care for that person. So we care for our kids, we love our kids, so we worry about them. I'm not going to talk about other relationships. I am just going to stay focused on the kids. But when I worry that what if my child doesn't do good in school, or what if my child gets sick, what if this happened? That is what basically worry is. Any thought that I'm thinking, I am adding on their soul's path. I'm gonna draw something out very quickly for you. I wasn't ready to draw, but then the idea just came to me. So I'm just gonna get it all set. Noisy, noisy, noisy paper. Okay. So let's say this is your child, right? Interesting, you can see it. And that is their path, right? That is their life path. That is their soul path. They are here. They're going to walk this path. On this path, every soul that comes into this body, it doesn't come here just because it was, it had nothing else to do. So it was like, oh, let's go to Earth and, let's be a doctor there, or let's be a lawyer there, or let's just be a gamer there. Every soul that comes in this body, it has something very specific to add to humanity. Each and every one of us are here to benefit the collective. But in order to benefit the collective, there is something that is covering our own light. So I call it our own personal piece of inherited darkness that we need to work through. So let's say a child is here to become a leader. They might have a very difficult childhood. They might have a hard time speaking, and then they learn to speak, and then they benefit so many people from speaking. One of the very recent, example we all can relate to is Jim Quick. He had hard time with his memory because of his head injury, and right now he's the people go to learn how to memorize very quickly. See, he had that inherited darkness that he had to work through to be that. So every soul has that, every single soul. So we can call them, those pebble on the road, those hindrances that they'll have to walk through. They're gonna trip over. They're gonna go. They're gonna keep walking. But when you worry, you add extra. So now maybe my kid was not going to get sick. I am worried they're gonna get sick. I added a big giant boulder here for them. And then I am worried, like, for example, like, something that's close to me. Me and his dad went through divorce. So let's say if I worry, oh my God, what if that happens to him? Now, that is what's going to happen to him. When we say kids who come from divorced families, who come from broken families, they're going to end up with a broken family. That's not true. That's not true. It becomes true because the parent is thinking, what if that happens? Everything we think, everything we speak creates. We are that powerful. And I'm talking to parents right now, and I really want you to understand how powerful you are and how easy it is for you to impact your child's life in a negative way. So if I am going to worry about anything, I am adding those extras to my kid's life. Now, do you want to make your kid's life extra hard or harder than it already is? Most likely your answer is no. So here's what you're going to do instead. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Instead of worrying, come up with a moment into the future, or maybe even sit down with yourself and write down, who do you want your child to be? Maybe right now they're struggling with bullying in school. Maybe right now they're a very anxious child. Sit down and create that child on a piece of paper. Let's say right now your child is 9. You write down, my kid just graduated from high school. She's like this, he's like that. He already is going to the school. He's very happy, he's very athletic, he's very active, he has these leadership qualities. Create that on paper. What you truly desire, don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want for your child. What would you love to see your child be in this world? Loving, caring, kind, respectful, self assured, confident. Write all that down and then come up with an image that captures all of that. When you come up with an image that captures all of that, just focus on that image. Do not let your mind go to all the what ifs. Maybe your kid is about to, like, get their driver license for the first time. They're about to start driving, and your mind just keeps going to, oh my God, what if they get into an accident? Do not let your mind go there. It does require having that inner discipline to focus on something so beautiful for them. If you want to add anything, any energy to their life, add beautiful, amazing energy, not low dark energy filled with worries and fears and your own insecurities. And it is very, very important we do that. Very, very important. Because the souls that are coming in this world, they are coming in a more chaotic world than me and you did. They do need our energy in a good way. So this is not the time that you want to worry about your kids and you want to stay stuck in that worry because you get satisfied from that worry. This is a time to build discipline within you where you don't let your mind go to that dark place, where you can look at your child in the best light possible and stay there. And if you're thinking, oh my God, Alia, that is so hard to do, you birthed that child. That was the most difficult, how many hours it took you to birth that child. For me, my labor was 51 hours. If I can stay in pain for 51 hours just to bring that kid into this world, I can learn the discipline to not let my thoughts add darkness to that child's life. We are very powerful. If we have the power to think all kind of what ifs and crazy and worried some thoughts, we also have the power to not think them or think something different. So come up with that image and keep that image in front of you and keep going back to that image or read the list that you came up with. This is who my kid is. I understand sometimes we are going through very difficult situation and it feels very normal to worry about your child and we want to justify it. But my friend, that is a conditioning we all have gone through. That is not who you are supposed to be a parent. That is not true to your nature. You're a powerful, powerful being stuck in a physical body. You can do things that you can't even imagine yet. So we don't want to limit ourselves with the difficult moment we are going through. Maybe right now you're going through that moment. And I want to remind you, you're bigger than that moment. Do not give in to your worries. Ask yourself, what do I want for my child? Create that on paper. Create an image. Give energy to that. When you give energy to worry, you create that future moment for your child. When you give energy to this beautiful moment, you create that for your child. So that is all that I wanted to share today. And if you are a parent who is consumed by worry, I would highly, highly, highly suggest work on that. You can always reach out to me. This would be the best investment you'll make for your family, not just for yourself. Your kids are going to benefit the most. from it. When when a when a child can have a parent who is living with inner peace and not with inner chaos, they get to experience the most beautiful expression of life. So if you're ready, I'm right here with you. And if you're not ready, at least come up with that list and focus on that image. I'm sending you love, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.